Alright, so Palworld, short name for a dominating game that has sold, as of right now, the recording of this, 3 million copies in roughly about the first 40 hours of its release. Has taken on the top spots and records of the major AAA games that have been being pushed out over on the Steam. The charts on Steam are showing that basically Palworld has taken over quicker than Pokemon did back in the 90s. Too soon? Let's just say there's a new, very special elephant in the room. So, what is Palworld? And why did it blow up so big? Well, the answer to this is hidden in the Elden Ring, Zelda, Valheim type of free roam, and adds the dreams of Pokemon fans for nearly 30 years at this point. Open world, sandbox, building mechanics, farming sim, yep. Pokeballs, oh, it's there. And one more little thing, guns. Now, before anyone starts to sound like a social media post asking how in the hell did Palworld find success when there was no marketing?
Now let's take a look at Palworld, a multiplayer open-world survival crafting game where you can befriend and collect mysterious creatures called Pal, who can also fight. In other words, it's kind of like Pokemon with guns. And
Somebody definitely didn't watch the press conferences that were happening to tell you what was coming this year. So Palworld takes the open world of games like Justice Once I'll Say It, Zelda, and combines it with some knockoff, in a good way, Pokemon wannabes that are actually damn adorable. Just look at this little guy, and this one, and that one. Then adds guns to make it cool for the bruh to check it out. The reason why word of mouth for this is so damn huge now, though, is because it doesn't just stop at run, catch, and watch your pals hanging out and take pictures of them or something.
By watching wild Pokemon, you can discover behaviors and expressions that are rarely seen. Look, a surfing Alolan Raichu.
They took it a step further and added building mechanics similar to Valheim, where you can pick a spot and build a house and then go on a farming spree of Pokemon or Palworld delight and catch 'em all. Yeah, they went there. It's even a Pokeball that you throw. Once you run around for hours catching these little guys, you get to not only just hang around with them, but then you get to put them to work, feed, and pet all your newfound pals to then get unlocks for both your character stats and your base upgrades, which then makes you want to spend another few hours gathering materials to keep the process going and going and going. Mix some co-op in there, and yes, you have a virtual Pokemon wet dream with Zelda aesthetics and almost at times Final Fantasy soundtrack for battles. It's a perfect mesh of all the greatest mechanics that we've seen from survival builder games, just done right. The menus are simple and the systems at work are easy to learn, but they're also implemented in a way where you're constantly learning and are rewarded with new tools or ways to use the pals. Each pal has their own unique traits and abilities, so some of them might lay eggs while others farm wood and stone. The layers get even deeper too, with advanced workbenches that add more tools for material building that sets a good pace. So instead of you just quickly learning everything and maybe the process gets tedious, you get more ideas to work with, like what can you do with metals after we just crafted with stone? Oh yeah, that's right. build guns, and then ride the pals into war, and then catch even bigger pals by using the pal abilities to become unstoppable. Now, I've probably just scratched the surface of exactly what you can do, all the possibilities and all that in Palworld. And if you're still asking the question, why did this game blow up so big so quickly? Well, it's both a decent farming and building sim and has potential to be maybe even a decent date night game. So with everything that it does right, what more could you ask for? One other game that is going to have a similar structure and design is called Enshrouded. It's more of a Dark Souls survivor builder, which if you don't like the whole Pokemon gimmick of Palworld, Enshrouded could be a fun alternative to check out. We'll see how it stacks up against Palworld, but at this point, Pals dropped at the right time, and Enshrouded might get sharded in a similar way. Valheim and Fortnite Lego is probably going to be overshadowed now also. Alright, so with all that being said, Palworld is something that I did not think I'd be getting into. I didn't think the world would be getting into it as much as it is, but here we are. It's almost like Fortnite 2.0 in a sense, where Fortnite had a very similar thing where you had base building and then they did a Battle Royale. Now, I don't think there's going to be a Battle Royale mode in Palworld, but it's just getting started. It just keeps getting bigger. Can Enshrouded, take some of the spotlight away from it? Who knows? We'll see. I mean, we have games like Valheim, like Fortnite Legos, like, now Palworld and Enshrouded. It's a very good time to be a survival base builder fan of that genre. Anyways, make sure and hit the sub button. Definitely helps out a lot. And for maybe some more Palworld content, we'll see. Stick around, stay tuned, hit the sub button, and thanks for tuning in. Thanks for stopping by, and as always, I will see ya next time.